Sub deck tunics. I don't know what was going on when you joined the party. It said something about net type issues. I don't really understand why Sony's still having that problem. Go to the trees. I'm just doing some last minute touch-ups. No. Alright, fine. Yeah. It's a little better. Damn. He's deleting that tree. I gotta find the right space. Why does it keep deleting the tree? Ooh, it's almost 5 stars. Probably actually do one more too. Why do I keep going there like that's where it is? A good minute actually. I was just setting up that next episode I need to work on, because since they got the new updates coming out for this game in the summer, I want to try to hurry up and get that series out the way. Do I really want to bring a path around like this now? I don't know. This man said, she said I can go with her. Is this not even the right fence? Put this all the way down there. That'd be annoying. About there looks fine. I just needed it to, yeah. Alright, what can I do to make this 5 stars though? Transportation, food rating, drink rating. Okay, so basically some stuff right here. No problem. So what they would want would be a restaurant, an arcade, and a clothes shop. Ideally. Yeah. Clothes shop. You said what? Oh yeah, it's working now. Usually what you gotta do when it says NAT type issues, either you try leaving the party. If that don't work, you just make a new party. You keep doing either until it starts working. That's an issue I don't even think they plan on addressing, because that's been going on for years. Where's my restaurant? Yeah, it's going good. I won't be able to upload anything for Swerve's movie competition. I got back off of work too late and stuff like that, and I literally forgot that the deadline was today. After he gave us like a whole 2 months to like work on it, I literally forgot. So, right? So maybe next time. If he does, hopefully he does like a one where everybody can build like a park or something. I'll definitely jump on that one. I will put this one in there. This one I'm working on now, the Lincoln Park Zoo one. I'll put this in there. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't really use the copyrighted material or nothing like that, because you know whatchamacallit, what they say. Frontier said it would be okay to use the Frontier said it'd be okay to use the game's music, and that's what I did. So I probably could do that then. Did he say when the deadline was? Because then I could just put a hashtag on there on my video and just let them know. Yeah, today is the deadline, but I'm talking about like a specific hour. Where my phone at? Because I'm finna put a hashtag on that video. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. He just replied 10 minutes ago. So it'll be until I wake up around 11 a.m. tomorrow, probably. Look out for the reply. That's behind time zone, so it'll, yeah, he said when he wake up tomorrow, which is around 11 a.m. 12 p.m. BS time, BST. What's BST? I keep forgetting. Right. Okay, so I'm finna go look at his hashtag, or by uploading using that hashtag in the description and not the tags. Wish everyone the best luck. Okay, because I only put 2 hashtags on that video, so if I go back on it, I could put the hashtag that's in it on there. It's an old one, but it's the only one I got. Wait, what's this? More leaks, 2 new dinosaurs, new DLC, new buildings. Dang, that was an hour ago. I'm just now seeing it, but let me go to his channel and then find that reminder. It'll have the hashtag in it. Okay, let's see how this looking. I'm almost at 5 stars, 60, 68, drink fun. I gotta tweak that a little bit, so I'm gonna tweak that. Oh, yeah, he did change it. It says due May 25th. That's what it said on the video. Oh, so that still wouldn't be enough time for me to properly edit a video. I was gonna do a thing with the T-Rex hunting and all that, but you know. Yeah, movies longer than 5 minutes, no copyrighted audio. No longer than 4 minutes. Movies longer than 5 minutes. Dang, it falls short because mine has text in it. Cause the trailers, the one I made, it was a trailer, but it says no longer than 4 minutes. But this one says no text. And then you got the movies. It says they have to be longer than 5 minutes. And I think from Frontier did it. They said it couldn't be longer than like 2 or 3. Yeah, that's why I made the no. The video that you was talking about I should use for it. Yeah, the Queen of Nublar trailer was made for the Frontier event, so I can't use it for this event, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm gonna have to sit it out. That's all. Swerve JWE movies. I don't know. It says no longer than 5 minutes. Let me go. So now let me. Nublar, blah blah blue trailer teaser. Yeah, it's 2 minutes. It's only 2 minutes long. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is it possible that I can? No. Dang it, no. No. One of them don't have copyrighted audio. It's just straight game music. Go back in there. This shit is insane. Okay, so yeah, it's just looking like I won't be able to upload anything I got. Oh well, it's always next time though.
It said cops involved in the video. A boy put with bag on it. A fight. They all fight.
This is definitely something. It won't be the only time he does.
Hell, you in that dot? Get him back. I'm ready.
Let's go, guys. This is what.
Edit it. What's been empty? Oh, well, Isla Muerta. Longer than 5 minutes. No copyrighted audio. Can be a story about anything. Text stories are allowed. Be inventive. I do have one. It's old though. Hold on. I don't have no copyrighted music in that one. Be inventive. It says text stories are allowed, and it could be a story about anything. I do have one. Did you see that one I made back in August last year? It was called the Jurassic Fight Club incident of 2018.
Damn!
Let me see. JFC incident. There we go. 2018. Yeah, this will actually work for it. It's old, but it's edited. I did it in a way that like it was shot from old security cameras and like drone cameras. And the description for it is in the back, and it's in this description. Its text is in the description, and all I gotta do is put SWE Swerve movies on. Okay, so what I'm finna do, I'm finna tell Swerve I have a video that I could submit last minute, but it's old. I'm letting him know it's older, and the description about it is and the plot behind it is in the description of the video. So that's what I'm finna do. Yeah, that's gonna work. It's just a fun contest he put up. He just wanted to see what people could come up with. That's all. I like it. Yeah, you're right. It's more like that. Yeah, that's what he's doing. It's his own way of trying to keep people interested in it. I'm like, shoot, keep whatever you can do to help keep the game alive. I support it. Right? Hopefully this summer update can get it off of life support, because
what's going on, guys? This is what I'm going to say. Another quick.
The
key thing to do when dealing with racist police officers is to remain calm. Because as soon as you start resisting or you
right.
loud, they gonna use that for an excuse. Shit to you.
Okay, so I gotta go into the YouTube editor for that specific video. See, I found out we was getting sand, but then when I found out that each terrain tool is island specific, I was like, really? So you mean to tell me I can't come into Nublar and make sand? That part upset me. See, I'm hoping that's what they do. That'll make me happy if they do it just like that. Yes, they do. They have a big history of tending not to do anything that makes sense. I mean, look at the animation for the troll down when it breaks out the fence. It drop kicks the fence until it breaks. Like, come on. Realistically, that wouldn't happen. When I saw that, I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh no, they just being jokesters. There's no way in hell that this is legit. I do like that gyrosphere gate they put in there though. I'm like, okay, now they can go through gates, but can they go through water? I hate to have to. I can't have an authentic thing if they can't go through water. So I'm like, what's the point, Frontier? What the fuck are y'all doing? Swerve JWE movies. Right? Right. I mean, shoot, they coming out with this Planet Zoo stuff, so of course we definitely can have that. They a lie. Talk about consoles can't handle it. You don't really know what a console can handle unless you actually test out its hardware.
What a lady has claimed for is the Tiana Bradley, lives in Texas.
Okay.
Is it the same damn Tiana Bradley? You running looking for this bitch and she in Texas? Hold on.
Okay, so these are all the videos that's uploaded for it. Wow. 1, 2. Okay, Swerve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's only 5 videos, I think, counting mine, that will have that on there. That has that tag.
You talking about the ones we've been looking for all
Yeah.
time?
Seabass uploaded.
The Bradley sisters. Tiana Bradley from Chicago. The sisters, remember they had these 2 girls on the TV? And they had helicopters and shit all around looking for them. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Somebody that took them, abducted them, and raped them.
And I'm liking that. Now we got these little additions. To me, that's gonna help.
Just 18 years ago, yeah. This is on the south side over there by Cabrini Greens.
Yes.
They found some remains.
That's gonna help a lot. As if you ask me.
Girls.
Wait, okay, so is that just for Spinosaurus, or can like a T-Rex eat out the fish filter too?
Get the fuck out of here. The lady said she'll take a DNA test.
Sense.
She was just 2 years old. She been missing from her south side.
Right, but you did say Frontier is known for not making sense.
Yeah, that's the police scored the area but never found them. Okay. So he's following up on false tips in the past. The daughter should make herself available, give a blood test and cooperate with authorities. The family's private investigator said she probably
Right.
and the FBI are aware of the plan.
I meant to put an arcade down where this was.
Are ordering an expedited DNA test to prove whether or not she's one of the long lost girls. I'm hoping with all the hope I have that it is. If it's not, then she just had to say legal.
Which is true. And when you think about it, they were rushed by Universal because they wanted a game to drop for Fallen Kingdom.
So she said she will take a DNA test.
Right. If we release this game half-ass, it's not gonna be great. People gonna complain, and they did. Like once we got over the wonderment of you know what this was, we started being like, okay, yeah, it's a whole lot of shit wrong. Can you fix it?
What the fuck that got to do with me? What the fuck? You scratched me, nigga. Cut these damn nails. Same.
Uh-huh.
You got this cut on, you just want to keep causing abuse. Get your ass.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You gotta go with me.
okay, that's what I'm waiting on. Come on, get out your phone.
He became targeted.
I was looking at news I might have missed. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Mikhail.
he would affect their sales.
Mikhail.
And truth be told, in some cases, YouTubers do affect the sales of certain video games or whatnot. That's why certain companies be like, hey, you really popular. Can you advertise our product for us? We'll pay you such and such and such.
You know how much I paid for that TV? You wanna know how much I paid for that? I should bought you one. You wanna know how much I paid for that?
All
I
right.
gotta go get some tissue. See, I was trying to tell you.
Right.
No, I'm going to get some tissue, okay? Let me sit there for a minute, and
Now see, a customized island wouldn't even look similar. They all look different because you're able to customize them to your, you know, specific vision. And if they do truly put in a sanctuary island, one that we can, you know, island generate like Operation Genesis, then hell yeah, I'm all in. Do it. Do it.
Mikhail, why you
Ruin the stream.
Why you throw my
Shoe on the stream. Ow, we've been.
toss my shoe back in the Y'all tracking all that sand in here. Like we been at the damn beach or something.
I'm waiting for. I really want to get 5 stars on this before I try this first person's tour. Like I'm totally distracted from what I'm really supposed to be doing. Ow! You behave yourself. Mm-hmm.
Want me to bring you something back? What you want?
Chips?
It's unhealthy, I ain't bringing it.
I don't want some chips.
It's unhealthy, I'm not bringing it.
I don't want some chips.
It's unhealthy, I'm not bringing it.
I'll quit playing. I don't want. There's nothing I want that's healthy right now. Bring me some chips and some pop. Hey, you will do what is asked of you, or God so help this world. Dang, them filled up fast. Okay, they like the arcade. That's what I'm saying. Transportation? How is transportation bad? It's a monorail literally right here. Right here. It's literally right there. And then there's one right here too. So how is transportation bad? I don't understand. I could see this right here because I was supposed to put a monorail stop over in this area, but I fucked up and I didn't. So that could be what's really stopping me from getting the 5 stars is the transportation. Right? Right. Okay, so with that in mind, I think, yeah, you know, no, wait. Let's add some more water where we can. I would care. Cause surface. Cause then you can do the whatchamacallits over. Like you mean corrupt my save file? Well, I don't want to say corrupt. Well, yeah, if it corrupt my save file, that means you got to play the game all over again. That might actually piss some people off, but in the long run, you have to restart the islands, right? Sup unknown. Right. Now see, it'd be more space and you have more room. Oh, see, yeah, I'll be happy about that. I wouldn't look at it as something to not care about, but I'll be happy about that. I'm like, oh, now I can try to make this island what I really want to do with it. Well, see, the missions were misleading when they made it sound like if I want to rock with entertainment, I could rock with entertainment only, say fuck security and science, do my own thing with entertainment, and then deal with the problems that come with neglecting the other two, like that. Like I could beat the whole game just by doing entertainment alone. That's what I thought, and that's what I was prepared to do, because I was going to be like, all right, I was going to really tailor it to how I would have played. I would have focused mainly on entertainment, and it would have been like a medium science, and just I would have, and honestly, little to no security, because I would have been like handling everything on my own. So I would have been my own security. So I would have really have messed with the security department. So they would have been my biggest issue. right? See, even Unknown said he thought that too, so that lets me know that we not the only ones that was thinking like that, like, oh, okay, we really gonna be able to do it. When they said sabotage, I was thinking some Dennis Nedry level type stuff, honestly, and they can still do that. It is not too late to still implement that feature. Right. And that would have to be somebody that didn't have the money at the time, and now that they got the money, they can get the game and all the stuff that come with it. But like you said, that's pretty rare. All right. Let's do a first-person tour. Let's just walk through it like we are a human. So I'm finna set that up. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like that right there, that was one of my biggest disappointments for this game, was the stuff that what's it called? The immersion. There we go. The immersion was what disappointed me. Not enough. Right, replacing feeders, and like replacing feeders almost every 5 minutes. Okay, we do it like that. How we get the HUD hide UI? Okay, so we're gonna do like this, and we got to get about as low to these people as possible. Okay, wait, not low. Wait. Okay, that's about average human height. All right, we are a human walking around this park. So let's just see what it'd be like. I'm gonna try to stay at human level. Now see, this feature right here, this is why we need an online feature. I would love to walk around other people's parks and just see what they've done, because some people be making some beautiful parks, man. I'm in this Facebook group called the Jurassic World Evolution group on Facebook, and this is one. Well, I can't even say this one guy. It's a few people in there that upload on the regular, and they park designs be spectacular. That too. Another thing about that too is, what was I gonna say? Another thing about that would be that you can't also sabotage other people's parks. You know how much I really would love to visit one of my friends' parks and then just sabotage it, like on some Dennis Nedry type stuff, like shut down the power and let all the Dilophosaurs out so they can spit on everybody. I don't see nothing on this side. I'm really not gonna go into the attractions just yet. I want to walk around the park. That too, like, dang. See, when you say that though, you reminded me of when they were like, you get the 5 deaths, build on the 5 deaths. I was like, I get to build a complete park on all of Isla Sorna? No. God dang it. I refuse to believe that the PlayStation 4 is not big enough to handle that. Even on PC, or even the PC is not big enough to handle that. I refuse to believe that. We got our first dino. Look, Carnotaurus. Toast. Spider-Man, right? Right. And that's not even the whole thing. It's like you just in one section of New York, honestly. You're like basically just all in Manhattan. And you got Manhattan, I think Queens, and maybe the Bronx or something like that. I'm not too familiar with New York, but I'm pretty sure you got Manhattan, Queens, Bronx, and stuff like that in there. And like you said, that map is huge, and that's not even the whole state of New York or Jersey or wherever. Oh man, Arkham City had to be. Which one was bigger, Arkham City or Arkham Knight? Those environments were huge. Arkham City was mind-blowing when they first did that, and that was PS3. And you mean to tell me that you can't do that with these? No, I believe that they can. It's just a whole lot of detail that would go into making the islands, because if you look at the background of this game, there's a lot they would have to replicate, like rolling hills, making cliffs with waterfalls and all that. I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, if y'all don't want to do it, give the tools to us. Let us do it. I will put a whole bunch. I will spend countless hours just designing the island on how I would like to make it look before I even started building my part. There's a baryonyx in here. David the Hero is in there somewhere unknown. We're gonna find him. We're not leaving until we see David the Hero. Right? And then when the Dr. Wu DLC comes out, we get like Morta East and another chunk. Now see, I'm like, if they keep doing this, then maybe I'll get used to it, but they gotta make the areas bigger. I want to make the areas bigger. Right. There he is, David the Hero. And do all that right. That's what I'm saying. And it's good though that now the Pachycephalosaurs, they get to fight back. Cause I got tired of seeing Pachy's and Stiggies. I don't really care for Dracorex. They look like fodder. But Pachy's and Stiggies, I'm like, y'all need to be fighting back. I was tired of them getting hunted down. And now they can fight back against Herrerasaurus and all that. I'm like, about time. Now, if you be nice, can Ankylodocus swing his tail now? That's what I'm saying. Diplodocus need to swing his tail, because they talk about the sauropods won't be bothered by certain dinosaurs. Well, here's the thing: Giganotosaurus will hunt something around the size of Diplodocus, honestly. So if we getting realistically, Diplodocus needs to be able to fight back. Right. It got a whip-like tail and it can't use it. Come on, Diplodocus versus Allosaurus. I desperately wanted to see that. I thought that's what was going to happen, but no. And then we get Ankylodocus, and it still don't happen. I'm like, so you mean to tell me he can't even defend himself against Indominus Rex, the only dinosaur that we know for a fact will attack a sauropod? And even against Indominus Rex, I think there needs to be an animation that if a carnivore, that's like Allosaurus size or bigger, not Ceratosaurus because they too small, but Allosaurus size or bigger, if they come up on a sauropod, a small animation to play out where it tries to intimidate the sauropod, and let's say it tries to intimidate Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus rears up. Now, Allosaurus either backs the fuck off or it thinks it's tough shit, tries to attack and gets squished. Right, like something like, come on. Right. That's what I'm saying. And if the sauropods had a kill animation, I'm saying Brachiosaurus kill animation could be the first thing we ever saw it do in the movie, which was rear up on his hind legs. That'd be a nice nod to the movies. I love to see that. Right. I love to see that. Let's move on this tour though. And here we got Troodons. You can see them. Always plotting how to escape. Mm-hmm. I want to know why these people haven't gotten umbrellas yet as an update. More research, please. Like with... Mm-hmm. Yeah, why can't you do that? That's... That'd be real easy. Like if you could transport a dinosaur between islands. So like if I make a dinosaur on one island, but with the way I've already set up my island, built my enclosures, like it's not suited for this island, I could send it to another island where it may, well, you know, where it may feel more comfortable at, instead of just, oh well, I wasted this money, now I gotta sell the dinosaur. No, let me ship it to another island. Right. Look at them Pendiceratopses over there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. See, I like that. I like that because I had some questions about that too. Like, how did Dr. Wu and them just go on the island and do that? What, were they attacked? Were they not attacked? How did they set up a perimeter? What went down? Oh. Mm-hmm. Like, I know they want to make a Jurassic World Evolution 2, and that's very well possible, most likely a thing that might be in the works, but with Fallen King, well, not Fallen King, with Jurassic World 3 coming out in 2021, I can see that being in the works. So I really want to know what's going to happen with this game in the meantime, because there's a whole lot of stuff they can still do. Like, I like the little things that Operation Genesis did. You remember when you bought like a souvenir stand and whatever you set for them to buy is what the guests would actually walk around with? They walk around with like little gift bags, balloons or whatnot. Right. And I would like to see that in this game. Like, come on. And it really still bothers me that if these people are gonna stop, turn and look at my dang dinosaur enclosure, take a motherfucking picture. I call that dinosaur visibility. The only way there shouldn't be dinosaur visibility is if the enclosure is behind a concrete wall. That's the only way. These people could see these dinosaurs. They just trip. I don't know why they did that. Right, I guess they felt like it would be like all these people walking around. There's like, that's cheating. That's nothing but 100% dinosaur visibility. Then I'm like, no, it's not. Make that account for like the smallest portion of dinosaur visibility possible. Make it like 0.1%, 0.5% of total dinosaur visibility. It's just something. Just, you know, acknowledge that the guests can see the dinosaurs. Have them react more authentically. They did. They really did. They sent their best people there to the Costa Rica government when Masrani got a hold of the company from Hammond, and for some reason Hammond did a whole 180 and was like, go back to Nublar and make my dream of a dinosaur park come true. Even though 2 years ago, even though about 2 years ago, because I think he bought the rights from Hammond in '99, so he's had a whole 180 flip from when he just said 2 years prior, leave the dinosaurs alone, they'll be fine without us. And then here comes Masrani 2 years later after that, I need you to take my park on Nublar. That's this island. Not that many dinosaurs there, I assure you. Make that dream of a dinosaur park, right? Spare no expense. Make that dream come true. Right. But what? Right. But watch out for the T-Rex. We clocked it at 32 miles an hour. But that's the thing that got me. I'm like, first of all, Hammond says leave him alone. Changes his mind, says build a dinosaur park. Then either Hammond or Masrani or both of them, since like it's too many. It's like, I want to know why Hammond had a change of heart. Did Masrani have influence on that or what? I need to know. Hurting. Mm-hmm. Right, this is a gold mine. And then Hammond, I guess, and having nothing else to say, it was probably just like spare no expense thing. Right. Right. But at the same time, while that plot doesn't make sense, I do like how Jurassic World did capitalize off of why Jurassic Park 3 had like newer dinosaurs, like the Corythosaurus and all that. I do like that, because Jurassic Park 3 takes place in 2001, so they saying in 1999 when Masrani got a hold of the company that he either allowed Dr. Wu to go to this island and make more dinosaurs, or Wu went there on his own and made more dinosaurs. that's the wrong way. Oops. Uh-huh. That's because it wasn't on their list. Yeah, because Billy's like, I don't remember that on Engine's list. He said because it wasn't on Engine's list. Yeah. Because, yeah, they was forced to release the list of every dinosaur they had cloned or had DNA of. And then they was like, after the San Diego incident, they was like, alright, well, y'all can't make no more clone of the dinosaurs. These dinosaurs that's already here, that's it. So if they die out, they die out. But they was flourishing until they went back to the island. And then they went, until they went back to Sorna, made those herds of dinosaurs, and then made Ceratosaurus and Spinosaurus. That threw off the ecosystem. And right, I think the Spinosaurus did because it was confirmed to be a hybrid, and it was too damn aggressive. So I think Spinosaurus had more of an effect on the ecosystem. Right, I thought that was weird. Like this. Right. Right, I think because T-Rex was the only large carnivore on the island, so it must have went around killing. Because even Engine, Engine and Conferdan made 7 T-Rexes, so that means that Spinosaurus had to have gone around and killed the other T-Rexes, possibly even the T-Rex family. Who knows? Oh yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. Right, because there was supposed to be baryonyxes on that island too, so. They didn't, there was nothing else on there but Dilophosaurus. Now, even though they didn't, that's why I was making the Queen of Nublar series, because even though we didn't get to see the other dinosaur that was supposed to be there. It was supposed to be a Baryonyx there, and it was supposed to be a Metracanthosaurus there, and Proceratosaurus, but we didn't get to see those dinosaurs. But I like to say they were on the island, we just didn't get to see them. They just focused more on the others. Yeah, it shows how. Yeah. I still want to know how much money did Hammond give Costa Rica to lease all 6 islands for 100 years? Like, come on. Right? They probably was. They're like, you want to buy the 5 deaths? And Hammond was like, yes. Shit, alright. That's your funeral. Right? Don't even know what he's doing. He probably said, I'm just going to make a biological preserve. That's probably all he said. I was going to make a biological preserve and put endangered species on this island where people could view them, but they could be totally safe, you know, and everything. And they was like, oh, that sounds nice, but you want to do this on the 5 deaths? Okay. Probably did. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I know Nublar's not part of the 5 deaths. Unknown says it was probably like 500,000. It probably was. Right? They really are. And as a kid, I was really hoping that those islands actually existed. Not, you know, not an island with actual dinosaurs. I was just hoping that the islands were there, period. And when I found out they was made on, you know, it was made in Hawaii, I was just a little bit disappointed. I was like, ah. right, with the redwoods. Right? I see. I didn't want the dinosaurs to exist. I wanted the actual islands to be real. I was like, just in case of one day I wanted to be like, you know what? I want to go see the 5 deaths. But where'd he go? There. Hammond was smart about that though, in not doing the San Diego part, because that would have been too cramped for the dinosaurs. Like, where would you find enough space to put all them things? Honestly. Right. They keep moving out of shot. Huh. You know what? Hold on. I never noticed this on my monorail. There's a little maintenance ladder that the workers will climb up to, I guess, to work on the thing from the inside or get into specific parts. That's kind of neat. All the more reason why when stuff needs to get repaired, there needs to be actual people climbing up and down this and doing freaking work. That's what, when my fence gets broken, I don't want to go up to it and instantly repair it. When my fence gets broken, I want to see it really getting worked on. Right? Oh, that'd be a wonderful place to take the kid. Like the kids be like, "Hey, Dad, where we going to on vacation?" And not in order to scare my kids, be like, "We're going to a place called Las Cinco Muertes." They be like, "What's that?" It's a you know, tell them it's a chain of islands that, like Hawaii, they're very fantastic and lovely. And then nowadays you got the kids, they look that up. How do you spell that again? You tell them to spell it, and you spell it for them. Then they walk away, and you're like, wait a minute. And by the time you realize it's too late, they already searched up. They're like, I don't want to go to no island called the 5 Deaths. You trying to kill us? Right? I'm like, no, there's not. No, look, the internet says there's dinosaurs on this island, Dad. I'm not going. There was a movie shot there. Yeah, a movie about dinosaurs on an island called the 5 Deaths. Now, can we please go to Disney World? Right? But man, this movie has a lot. It's filled with wonderment, but it's just still some questions I gotta answer. I gotta have answered. Like, why doesn't nobody listen to Dr. Malcolm? Like, I don't know how Jurassic World did it though. When did they say it started back up? When did it started back up in what, 2005, right? So for 10 years that park ran, weathered a whole lot of storms, and didn't have no dinosaur breakouts until the Indominus Rex event. Oh yeah. It would short out his collar because it would headbutt too much. I was like, well, in that case, couldn't you put the implant somewhere else instead of in his goddamn neck? I'll put it in like his leg or something. But that makes you wonder, what did they do? Like, what containment procedures did they have in place then? And that part, and when you think about it, Jurassic World would have still been open if they never, made the Indominus Rex. Talk about people were getting bored with seeing dinosaurs. I'm like, was it? Right, that's what I'm saying. My first thought, instead of making a fucking hybrid, be like, okay, well, let's go bring back a woolly mammoth or some shit. Right, I would have done that before I made a hybrid, because you don't know what them things is capable of. And like Owen said, you put the Indominus Rex in complete isolation and didn't know there was nothing else outside of its walls. So as soon as it got out, it went on the it went exploring, and then it went to go see what it could kill. That's all it was about. See, my thing with the Spinosaurus, because they said the dinosaurs that they made, that Dr. Wu and them made, they said they were experimented on for a period of 9 months, which means when they created that Spinosaurus, they did some horrible shit to that thing. And I think that's really why it chased Dr. Grant and them around that island, because it cannot stand humans. And when they heard that plane land, it was already on the way, and Cooper and them are, just happened to run into it, and he was in the Spinosaurus like, I was right, you motherfuckers are back. So it went on a killing spree. Right, but this was a whole different group. Right. So right, Spinosaurus was probably just thinking, these people are back to torment me again. I'm not finna go through the hell they put me through the first time. Reasons unknown of why she didn't get rid of that shit, but I'm like, so you have the blood of the T-Rex babies on your jacket. You know these things can smell stuff from like 50 to 100 miles, even maybe more away, and no, we just gonna casually walk around with it. They got their babies back, they alright, they don't want to fuck with us no more. No, they gonna keep chasing y'all until y'all completely out of their territory, and who knows how big their territory really was. Probably. You're probably right, because you got to think about how far it might have had to walk just to get to where it, just to catch up to them again. Yeah, that had to hurt, because the top of the fence had spikes on it, so that had to hurt. Right, on top of already getting hit by an airplane. Right, and like I said, like I don't hate the Spinosaurus. It's an awesome dinosaur that included in the franchise. So I'm glad they included it in the franchise. Out of all the things they could have put in there, I'm glad they put Spinosaurus in there. My only problem was that it killed the T-Rex after the T-Rex bit down on his neck and pinned it to the ground. That's game over. I don't. But that's just me being a realist, because in real life that's what would happen. Whatever carnivore gets the death grip and pins you down is the one that wins. But I gotta, you gotta realize that Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, the franchise as a whole isn't surrounded in reality. I mean, come on, we got a Dilophosaurus that has a frill, which honestly looks better than the real version, if you ask me. But and he was right. That thing was freaking awesome. As a kid, that was kind of terrifying when I first saw it. Yeah, as a kid, that was terrifying. I was like, what the hell is that? Right? Like I said, the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3 is good, and now that we got some backstory on like what Dr. Wyndham did, it makes sense on why it was chasing them. At least to me, that's what I think. It hates humans. Right? And when you think about it though, it's like each movie, I'll probably say except for Lost World, had a dinosaur as an antagonist. In Jurassic Park, it was the raptors, because they was, the big one was looking to get out and cause some trouble. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I was just saying, like, dinosaur wise, like which dinosaur was like the antagonist. They weren't that's why I said, they weren't really the they weren't antagonists. They was just acting off of instinct. In Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic Park 3, if you honestly think about it, it started the dinosaur antagonist trend. We gotta have a dinosaur that's like the bad guy, and that was the Spinosaurus. And then in Jurassic World, we got Indominus, and then in Fallen Kingdom, we got Indoraptor. Yeah, me too. That was the best design they were ever gonna have. The sickle claw, right? And the way it did that makes me cringe every time. And then they sat there and waited for who knows how long. They was just sitting there hiding in the bushes waiting. Like, oh, they gonna come down for their friend, and as soon as they do, we gonna snap them up. She threw chips at me. What makes me cringe? Unknown. You remember that scene in Jurassic Park 3? What makes you cringe, baby? My toes sexy. What you mean, girl? But the part that I was talking about that made me cringe was in Jurassic Park 3. You remember when the raptors were chasing everybody down and they caught Udesky, and the female raptor, I think, put her sickle claw in his back, and you heard the crunching sound? It was a male raptor. Oh well, the male raptor put that sickle claw in Udesky's back, and it made that crunch sound as it went through his flesh and into his bone. I was like, oh no, that makes me cringe every time. Honestly, I would like that as a kill animation in this game. It don't have to be, they don't have to change it up. It could be like 50-50, The Raptor does the one it got for this game now, and on some or if you're lucky enough, it'll do the other one where it killed Udesky. Mm-hmm. And if Universal wants to keep this game alive and make more money, since they the ones that started this whole thing, tell Frontier to tell them this is what the fans want. They want to see some movie kill animations now. If there's two T-Rexes that you got paired up, since now that we could put T-Rexes in group of twos and whatnot, I'm like, okay. How about if there are two T-Rexes next to each other, when one of them, when the kill animation starts, they do the Eddie Carr thing where they throw you up and tear you apart. Oh no, that'd be too graphic, wouldn't it? That'd be awesome, but that'd probably be too graphic, wouldn't it? They'd be like, no, kids play this game. How old was I when I was 5 when I saw, no, like, I was 6. I was 6 when I saw Udesky get ripped apart. So if Universal commits me on that bullshit. Mm-hmm. Right. They wasn't too strict on what children should be allowed to watch or what should be displayed on screen like they are now. Like, right, like, whatchamacallit, cartoons of these days, they don't go nowhere near the levels of Looney Tunes or Tom and Jerry. They don't dare go to that extreme no more. I'm like, why not? Right. Even though we was young and we was exposed to that, we had it in our mind that these characters are immortal. That's why this stuff keeps happening to them and they come out fine. Right. I grew up with Ren and Stimpy. And like I said, I was little. And I watched Ren and Stimpy. Now, come on. See? And then they try to link that shit like, we can't let kids watch violent stuff because they become violent. No. Kids without proper home training that watch the violent stuff become violent. If you have proper home training, when your parents tell you that if you do something stupid like that, I'm gonna beat your ass. Right. Don't let me catch you doing that, or I will beat your ass. And they enforce that because when you do try something like that and then the parent beats your ass, then you know not to do that no more. But if the parent never does that, and as the kid gets older, they get a hold of like Grand Theft Auto 8 or something, and next you know they go do this. They go and do it. Right. I hate when they try to blame video games for violence. I'm like, no, it's parents neglecting their children and not teaching them how to act right. Just saying, oh, this is fine. I expect my child to know the difference between reality, to separate reality from fantasy. Oh yeah, that's fine and great. Everybody should be able to do that. But what about separating, like you said, right from wrong? They just going out and doing it now. Like, come on, like, it's common sense. You don't see me going out. I got a katana. You don't see me going out with my goddamn sword and act like it's Dark Souls and backstabbing everybody. Right? Yeah, you don't. Yeah, Star Wars Episode 3 is my favorite one, but you don't see me going to a daycare with my sword and chopping up little kids. You don't see me doing that because I'm not stupid.
You did. For. You did. Nah, I'm just fucking.
Right, I'm not violent. Like it's certain games. It's just certain games that attend to a certain need. Like the people, Santa Monica, the people that made God of War, they specifically said this game, they made God of War as a game that if you are angry for some reason, you can hop on this game and channel your aggression into it, and that works wonders. I remember I was mad about something. I played God of War 2 and I beat the shit out of everybody. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really hate that. They saying about Fortnite. I only call half bullshit on it because it is like is for some reason it's really super addictive to kids and whatnot, and I can see how it might be affecting like maybe their grades and stuff like that. But it when they trying to link it to bad behavior and all that, no, I don't believe that. That right? That's a trope. That's a trope right there. You can have a kid that's never played a video game in his life and have bad grades because he simply is not interested in the subject that he's in. Like I really don't like math, so my math grades suffered. Like when I got past algebra, I was like, why am I learning this? I don't need trigonometry. I'm not. This is what I say. If you learn trigonometry, calculus, and all that other stuff, you are learning how to build a fucking bomb. That's what you need, that stuff when you trying to build a bomb, right? I don't, my career does not entail me needing to learn calculus. I don't need to learn the distance from the moon to from Miami Beach to the moon. I don't need to know that for whatever career choice I'm gonna know. Chaos theory, that interests me. Chaos theory is interesting. I'm not going to use it, but it's interesting. Well, no, at the same thing, no, you do use chaos theory because it's random shit that can happen that you don't know. Yup. Yup, unknown. School taught you how to make a bomb if you took one of them advanced classes like calculus. Like, come on. What are you doing right now that involves calculus? Nothing. What am I doing right now that involves calculus? Nothing. I'm a bus driver. You don't see me trying to calculate the hypotenuse of the corner I need to turn around.
Yeah, you actually have to.
Wait, no, ladies. I saw y'all holding hands. Oh, that's cute. These two ladies, they hold hands. And then when I'm looking, or I get too close up on them, they stop holding hands. It's all right, ladies. It's 2019, girl. Embrace that love. Yeah. I just put some new hotels on the island, girl. So, y'all can go in there, get y'all sweet and go there. That's what I'm talking about. Get that Kigo love, girls. Get that Kigo love. I've seen it because that's not the first time I've seen that. The first time I seen it, I saw two dudes walking and holding hands. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not lying. I was walking in capture mode. See, when you in capture mode, you notice a whole lot of stuff. And you see, and when two people are walking close to each other, whether they are two dudes, two females, or a dude and a female, they just hold hands. And that's just how the AI is programmed, because they weren't programmed to act a certain way. They all follow a set script, which is to walk around and act like guests. Right, so it's not like Frontier intentionally just said, all right, we finna put gay people in this game, and Right, they not trying to say that we're against it or that we support it. It was just in a thing. Me personally, I'm just saying this 2019 and people need to stop being so fickle. Fickle means like petty. Like, stop being so petty or picky about shit. Like, it's not the 1500s or something like that anymore. It's like shit. If like I said, if two women want to date and if two men want to date, that's not my responsibility to tell them that they can't do it because they not hurting me with what they doing. Right. Like me, I like when it comes to stuff that society has a big problem with. Well, you find I'm really laid back on. Like, come on now. It's just stuff like, right. I don't care. Like the politics behind that stuff is so old hat. I'm like, just leave it alone. Let people be people. Like, I don't often discuss, like, you know, religion on my channel because I don't know what people religious views are, and I don't want that to be like a thing I talk about that upsets everybody, because everybody has different religion and different beliefs, and you know, I'm all for that because it's good for everybody to have a different opinion. If everybody thought the same, truthfully, this world would be so damn boring if everybody thought 100% alike. I would hate living on this planet. Right. Nothing would get done. That's why I'm saying, like, oh man, this planet still needs a lot of work, honestly. Hell no. Hell no, they been never bring dinosaurs back. They were like, should we bring dinosaurs back? I was like, can you please watch Jurassic Parks 1 through 6 and tell me when that was ever a good idea? Please. Right. But I actually feel like that would happen in real life because, in all honesty, when you making these dinosaurs, you gotta put them in somewhere in climates where they can survive. Now, you bring a dinosaur up to Chicago where the temperature drops to almost below 30 in the winter. That dinosaur is gonna have a hard time surviving unless it's feathered. I think a feathered velociraptor have a better chance of surviving a Chicago winter than a full-grown T-Rex, because a full-grown T-Rex doesn't have a whole lot of plumage coverage. It has like a little bit of feathers running down his back. Yeah, it has a lot of meat on it and it's bulky. But the thing about trying to understand dinosaurs is like, are they more birds or are they more reptilians? I'm like, they're a little bit of both. They're reptiles that were like turning into birds. It was some, I don't know. There was this species that was caught in the middle. That's the only way I can describe them. They were caught in the middle. A reptile, right? You're like, when you look at a dinosaur, yeah, they're big lizards, but then you're like, no, they're birds. I'm like, they're both. I mean, they're both. Right. Most of them don't. Mm-hmm. It's big and scaly. Some dinosaurs were big and scaly, but most of them weren't lizard looking. Like, my thing is, all the theropods and like a few certain like herbivores like Triceratops had to have been bird-like, because Triceratops has a fucking beak. It has a beak with teeth. So that's why I'm saying Triceratops is one of those dinosaurs that was caught in between is an example of a dinosaur caught in between the transition of bird and lizard. Duckbills, yeah. Mm-hmm. But when you look at most dinosaurs that walked on two legs, all their designs are bird-like. Pachycephalosaurus, Stygimoloch, Struthiomimus, Gallimimus, T-Rex, Raptors. They all have bird-like bills. Right. Oh, it's like the head, but it goes back down to that mouth, that beak. They got that beak. Mm-hmm. So, but you just like nobody knows where to genetically place them along the evolutionary line. I'm saying, dinosaurs came from the ancestors, because the ancestors, you had these mammal-like reptiles, and then they split off. It was like three branches. You had the dinosaurs, you had actual reptiles, and then later on down the line you started to get actual birds, and then later on down the line the dinosaurs themselves started to split as most of them started to turn into actual birds. It was in the proof that some of them were turning into birds, but the other ones, they were caught in the middle. Like, what the hell was Triceratops? Because it looks like it could have been the dinosaurs version of the rhino, but it's supposed to, but it has a beak. A rhino don't have a beak. That's what I'm saying. Ankylosaurus is like an armadillo, except it couldn't roll around like one. Stegosaurus is what? Stegosaurus might have been that version of the porcupine, just giant. Boy, let them recreate an ankylosaurus, and the first thing it does is roll into a ball and start rolling around. I'm like, well, don't that be all? So bring back dinosaurs sounds cool, but there will be a massacre. You tell him. Who you telling? Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing though. It's just that my thing is, dinosaurs were the dominant species of their time. You try to bring them back into our time, where now we're the dominant species of our time. There is no way we can truly coexist, because no two dominant species can coexist, because one of those species has to become the recessive one. Humanity is going to want the dinosaurs to be recessive, and the dinosaurs are going to want us to be recessive. So there's going to be conflict. Yeah, you're right. Right, and that's what we would do. We would find a way to contain them and try to make them submissive. But then you got to realize what Dr. Malcolm said about chaos theory, about life finding a way. That's also correct. Like, sooner or later, maybe not a year from now, maybe not 10 years from now, maybe 200 years from now, the dinosaurs will find a way to escape their confinements and start pushing out. Like what was that in the book, when the raptors got out and they was secretly breeding and then hopping on boats to the mainland in the book?
What the heck are you talking about? Hopping on boats.
Yeah. No, we was talking about the Jurassic Park book, Fed. That's what we was talking about. Right. They were attacking the fences and whatnot, and then they got put into that small one, and then they brought in the big one. Yeah. Right. It's just, when it comes to dinosaurs, it's like one of the most interesting subjects to talk about because it's so controversial. Shoot, we almost done with this first person tour.
Got somebody for 3 days, not letting me go. Oh, well, right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because he was like he trying to get them to sign off on the park, but Mondoon was like, look, these raptors are attacking the fences daily. He said they don't hit the same spots twice in the same part. They're testing the fences, meaning every day they test the fences for weaknesses, not testing the same spot twice in the same day. They come back to that maybe the next day or days later. But when the when the power went out, they got out. Right? They found out that weakness in the fence because remember in the movie, they said that they had turned everything off except the raptor fences. They said he knew better than to turn the raptor fences off. I think they had found that weakness in the fence, or when Ray Arnold rebooted the system, he accidentally turned off the raptor fences and they got out. I don't know. That could be something to ask Clayton Fioriti to talk about. Like, how did the Raptors escape? Did Ray Arnold let them out, or did they find a weakness in the fence? I mean, that was never fully explored. But I think Ray Arnold might have let him out when he rebooted the system because he turned everything off. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait, and now if they had them raptors in that containment pen and you knew how high they could jump, why didn't you make the walls twice as high? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're talking about like over the top of the cage. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. A Laurel Titan. Who? Oh, the dude that got eaten by the raptor? Oh, the big one grabbed him, but I think they didn't put enough tranks in there. Oh, them people was like stormtroopers. Some people were stormtroopers. They had terrible aim.
That's called a shot grenade. I think this
right? And it was only that one. It was the big one, I believe, right? Right. Okay, now here's another thing. You remember when Janara was on? You remember that sound that Rexy made when she went down to chomp on him? Now tell me that doesn't sound like a. Now tell me that don't sound like a cat. You like, if you think about it, you take the sound of a cat and like distort its sound, like go on like After Effects or some sound program and mess with that sound. That's exactly what that is. I don't care what nobody tells me. That is a cat. That's a meow, and then you mess with it and it turns into that meow that the T-Rex did. Just like that. I was like, that's a cat. Tiger, I think, right? Elephant, tiger, and I think a gator, right? Oh yeah, with the boy. No, when it tore up that Gallimimus, I was like, damn. I feel sorry for you. Is it though? He said, don't sound like a cat to me. No, do it. Listen to it again. Listen to it again, and then go listen to like cat sounds, like not little kittens. Like go to like big cat. Just listen to it go like round when the cat goes round like that, and then listen to when Rexy ate Gennaro. That sounds almost exactly the same to me. I was like, that's like a big cat. His dog with a chew toy, right? And that was amazing. I think that's where that came from. That was amazing. And making it your own. Yeah, you're right. Like it was a video I made a while back when I was in art school and I was doing animation, and I did this thing. I called it the Tarbosaurus roar. It's like 6 or 8 seconds long, but what I did was I took the roar of the predator, I slowed the first version of it down, and I took the roar of the predator. I made 2 versions of. Before I made any edits to the roar, I made a copy of it, and I took the first copy, slowed it down a little bit, and then took the original copy, threw it on top of that slowed down roar, and added some extra effects and distortions to it to make the Tarbosaurus roar. Right. Oh wait, speaking of cats, the Indoraptor is part cat. I am definitely putting that in there. I'm definitely believing that. How the heck do you train a dinosaur to attack something with laser dot sight? That's cat genetics. Only cats like to chase red dot sights. I never seen a dog do it. And I think the Indoraptor has to be part cat, and then it has to be like part bloodhound or something. But the bloodhound genetics wasn't too strong because it didn't smell the group but that was hiding underneath it. It wasn't hungry. Oh yeah, the rain. Yeah, you right. The rain can throw off an animal's smell, no matter how good it is. That and Lex was covered in mud, so that's probably what it ended up smelling more than anything else. It probably ended up just smelling mud, and it was like, oh well. Right. But I did like how I really wanted to push the car off the ledge. Rex was like, man, fuck this car. Mm-hmm. You wasn't the only one. I used to do that. I would rewind that scene. I would rewind the kitchen scene, and then the final part, and the Dilophosaurus. Like that part when when the raptors came in the kitchen, it made that loud barking sound, and the other loud roar, and the other raptor came in. I was like, oh, you knew it was about to go down. I was like, oh man, these raptors are on a mission. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know that one sound that it made when Dr. Grant threw that flare. I love that sound. Yeah, that's what I call it too. It's a bellow. I love that sound. It made that sound with the flare. It made that sound when they pushed the trailers over the edge. It made that sound when Sarah shot it in the shot the buck in the neck. It made that sound again too. It did it. When did it do it? Mm-hmm. It made that sound in Jurassic World too, didn't it? I can't remember when though. Oh no! When they first did the first feeding session in Jurassic World, that's when they made the sound. When it was finna first feed the goat to it. Mm-hmm. You know what I also liked about the Lost World though? Remember when it was all in the hide, right? And the Kelly was panicking, and Malcolm was like, "Look, everything's gonna be okay. We're in a totally different situation right now." And then the T-Rex was just made that roar. You could hear it from the distance, and it sounded like thunder. Mm-hmm. No, you're right. It was. I think that was the only time it was used because it didn't. You didn't hear it again. I don't remember hearing it again in the rest of Lost World. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. And the thing is, you wouldn't hear that roar again, honestly, until Fallen Kingdom when Rexy killed the Carnotaurus. It took over a decade just to hear that roar again. No, Rexy did half of the roar, and you remember when Indominus threw her to the ground and she made that weak little roar. It did half of the roar, yeah, but you wouldn't hear the full thing until you killed Carnotaurus. Mm-hmm. And see, the thing is, I actually think if Rexy wasn't as old as she was when she fought Indominus, she would have killed that Indominus. If this was Rexy from 1993, she would have bodied that Indominus. Honestly. Cause she was throwing her weight around on the Indominus, and Indominus was like, "Oh, I don't like this," and started using his hands. And then when it realized my hands can beat the T-Rex and I can keep its jaws away from me, that's when it started winning. But Rexy was old, so it's like, Yeah, and I think the T-Rex in that one was a sub-adult though, because it was the smallest one of the three. They call him Rip Our Dead Homie. What are they screaming for? Oh, me, I'm eating chips. I'm eating Jay's hot stuff chips. I'm trying not to eat them as much to not crunch in y'all ears. So it's like I'll try to take a bite out of a chip like every like few minutes. Mm-hmm. The Bucks roar. Mm-hmm. You know what? That'd be a nice little differentiation. Like, okay, the traditional T-Rex roar, that should be something only the females can do, and the males can only roar like how the buck roars. There. They did? What? I think it's gonna roar again. Oh, let me see. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, you right about them roars. Cause when you got me thinking about it, like, when the buck roared, and I pay attention. When the buck roared, it had this little rumble in his voice, like you said. Like sometimes, like after, like when it will either start his roar or it end his roar, it had a rumble or like a gurgle at the end that kind of was like or something like that, you know. It was like deep and guttural, and then like the female had like the traditional, the Rex, like the traditional, you know, Rex roar that Rexy first did, the cage, and she did that very first roar. That's like the traditional one. Yeah. Is it the one where the T-Rex roared at the police? Mm-hmm. And then the thing is, the T-Rex has the more iconic roar, but If I have to give the best dinosaur roar, I give it to the raptors because the sounds they make. If you really think about it, which would be more scary to hear at night while you alone, T-Rex or a raptor? It is. Like, but it's the high pitched sound that it makes. You know, like you remember that the high pitched scream that one raptor made when it was it was trying to eat Lex and it ran into that what did it run into? That too. And then in Lost World, it only got creepier because I swear, it sounded like they were saying, "Hey, you remember when Sarah Harding was trying not to fall off the roof, and the raptor was below her and she was throwing the tiles at it, and the raptor was like, "Hey." I was like, is it talking? Did it mimic a human word? That was creepy, right? I mean, then in third, and in Jurassic Park 3, it got even creepier because it was like Alan. But yeah. See, yeah, okay, unknown. This is what I need you to do. Just look up some Jurassic World, some Lost World clips. It's one clip where Malcolm ran into the car to hide from the raptor, and as soon as the raptor attacked the car and started breaking through the window, it was growling, and then it was like, "Hey!" And as it kept trying to attack the break through the glass, and then when Sarah Harding was dangling from the roof and she was throwing tiles down on one of the raptors, that one was like, "Hey!" or something that sounded like it said, "Hey." Oh, too low on the ground. Oh, well, we came full circle on our first person tour of this park, so there we go.
Despite my reservations, we returned to Isla Nublar, and now you've reached your maximum experience for this island.
Hey.
All good fortune, but you know the math. It's eventually going to catch up to us. Well, to you.
Oh, so this whole time I didn't know. I hit 5 stars, but eventually it must have dipped back down. Malcolm congratulated me for getting 5 stars, but I'm looking at not full 5 stars, so what's going on? What's this? I want to roll in the gyrosphere with the Troodons. But yeah, man, the sound designers for Jurassic World, for the Jurassic franchise as a whole, are some of the best people. I love their work. Yeah, look it up now and tell me. Just oh god, that shit was hot. But yeah, look it up now and just tell me if it sounds like that's what it's saying. Because to me as a kid, that's what I thought it was saying. So that sound always stuck with me, huh? I don't know why, but that was just me. That's what it just sounded like to me. I always thought that, like, is it saying hey? It probably really wasn't, but that's just what it sounds like. They are. I believe that they are. You know, it's just something. Maybe it's something about that roar that they like, and it's just like they decide this is the go-to default roar of the T-Rex. Like, come on now. Right, which was Rexy. Mm-hmm. What's wrong, Unknown? Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Right, see, that's the thing. I'm not gonna lie. Even to this day, it's hard for me to tell which is the buck and which is the female, because unless it's that one scene when they're at the trailers, when you get a good look at the buck and you can see the scars on his face, then I'm like, okay, yeah, that's the buck. But when they're attacking the car, I don't know if that was the female that was ripping apart the car or the male. And that's probably because my TV screen might have been too dark. I don't know. Cause now they said the coloring for the male is a little bit green and the female was a little bit brown, but when most of the scenes are at night, I can't tell. With the stegosaurus, they look gray. Right. So and once again, I'm like, which one of these is the male and which one of these is the female? Because since y'all gave the buck these scars, that would have been a nice time to kind of show it, but they didn't. So it's like, what's the point of the buck having these scars so you know this one is the male if you really don't get to see them? Hold on. Unknown says it does sound like it's saying, hey, that's so weird. See, I told you, Unknown, it just sounds so creepy. And it makes the raptor sound more creepier now. Like, what the hell? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I tried to make an accurate, 1993 version of the park, because in the next episode for the Queen of Nublar, I'm gonna show that part. I'm gonna show that version of the park off, as I'm gonna start to introduce. I'm gonna introduce Engine, the spoiler alert. They're gonna show up towards the end of that episode. I didn't mean to spoil it, but that's my main reason. But yeah, I'm totally, because like I said, after this I was going to do another series. I was going to call that one Hell Creek Park, but I'm waiting for the summer update to come out, because I want to be able to use the rock terrain tools and stuff. Why? He said, "Wow, why you spoil it?" Because I said they show up at the end of that episode. The engine stuff won't get good until the episode after that. So all you gonna do is see a helicopter flying or land or something like that. So it's a spoiler, but not, I guess not that much. I'm sorry, okay? Wait, you don't know? Oh no, quit playing. You don't know about the terrain tools that's coming. Yeah, it's everywhere, Unknown. We getting a fish feeder too for Spinosaurus. We actually be able to place a feeder in the water, so the little fish is gonna be a little thing with fish, and the Spinosaurus and like Suchomimus, they can eat from it. Yeah, it's new terrain tools. We getting mud, dirt, rock, and sand. I think maybe long grass, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's new terrain tools. Where you been, unknown? I thought you knew about this. Oh. Alright. No, it's not. Dino Crisis 1, I think that game is still giving me a few jump scares. But Dino Crisis 2 and 3, not really so much. But unknown, I need you to subscribe yourself to Swerve. His name is SWRVE. Anytime anything comes out for Jurassic World Evolution, he be on it. I mean, Best in Slop be on it too, but I always see it from him first. Even though he says that Best in Slop uploaded it hours before he did, I always see it from him first before I see it from Best in Slop. Mm-hmm. A new island, yeah. Right. But okay, you spell it as capital S W. Well, no, capital S, then the rest is little, so it's capital S WRVE. Oh, yeah. Do that too. Just put it in Swerve and then Jurassic World Evolution. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're still gonna get directed to his channel. Yeah, just do like Deck Tuna said, Swerve with Jurassic World Evolution. Make sure you put the E at the end of Swerve though. Right. Don't put the E in the middle. It's at just the E at the end for Swerve and then Jurassic World Evolution. You'll get it. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, you found it, good. Subscribe to him and ring the notification bell. You're gonna get a whole lot of news. The thing is though, any news that's uploaded, he'll upload about it and he'll actually tell you, he like, I don't know how true this is, but he reports it nonetheless, because lately whoever leaked the information on the carnivore pack was right. So oh yeah, but yeah, I like this park. So what now I gotta go set up the other park. So let me just save. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Let me watch this fucking thing. I don't know no combo.
Wait, that's more combat you watching, Fab?
Yeah.
Who winning so
I'll be
far?
back.
All right. All right. Well, Fab be back. Right. There we go. Let's get this going. All right, now we're on our part. Using a Nublar. This is what I made so I can work on the next episode. Now, I was inspired to do this because I saw I saw another YouTuber do it. He goes by the name of Ripster99 now. I forgot what he used to call himself. He goes by Ripster99 now. I think Brooding Gamer. Yeah, I seen him. Yeah. No, I haven't seen it. Yeah, because he's popped up in my recommendeds. Oh, that's cool. Oh, now that's cool. Matter of fact, I want to see these fences glowing. I just want to see them at night. I just want to see them at night real fast. There's something about the lights just going on and off like that I like. Yeah, it's just that little detail of the lights doing that. But when I think about it now, I'm starting to get triggered, because remember when the lights came back on and Lex and Tint was climbing the fence and they was making that annoying blaring sound? I start thinking about that not too long after I start appreciating the lights. No, yeah, they're just red. See, right? They put the sign on there. J-Pog, though, they had the orange and blue lights. But I don't think they had the sign, did they? Yep, there go, 10,000 volts, yep. But these are just red. Is it? And the lights, and the reason like they were red, they were orange and blue. I think the blue meant the electricity was off, right? Or did the orange mean the electricity was coming back on, something like that? One of the lights meant like it was off, and one of the lights meant that they were on, or something like that. All right, so what do you think, Unknown? Like, how does it look? I tried to replicate as best I could. Matter of fact, where's it you? Okay, cool. I'm gonna actually take a look at his videos though. I want to see what he be talking about. Okay, so what I'm finna do is I'm finna have a tornado rip through this, and what I wanted to do is just agitate Rexy until a point where she breaks through the fence on her own. That way that part can be authentic, and then I'ma just need the storm to like rip through like the middle part of this part right here, because right here is the Dilophosaur pen. Can we see them? Yeah, they're right there. Oh, for once you guys are no shows. Y'all act like the movie for real. Y'all be, every time I would drive by my Jeep, you never see the Dilophosaur, so it was like I was actually on a tour. Why is it though that the Dilophosaurus makes these such cute sounds, but they're so damn dangerous? Right? The Dilophosaurus makes you want to hug it with the sounds that it makes, but it's going to kill you. I'm back. I was looking up. Sorry. It's alright. I'm on my 1993 park now. On the tour road. And look, we got Dilophosaurus. They actually showed up. I have 5 of them here, but you know. Did this one just lay down in the bush and go to sleep? Hold on. Did he lay down in the bush and go to... Yes, he did. It's the alpha, too. Come here, you. That's interesting to me. Alright. Let's keep this tour going. Right. Then we got our little... What are these guys? Triceratopses. Mm-hmm. A picture? Yeah, you should do that because I'm interested in seeing it. I want to see it. Right? Okay, now we're heading to the Rex enclosure. Let's see if the Rex actually show up. Now this thing is notorious for not being seen for at least 5 minutes. So if I sit here for about 5 minutes, it'll walk into view. But yeah, see, I don't see it. Do y'all see it? I don't see it. Wait, I see her. I think that's her asleep right there. Is that her asleep or is that a tree? Yep, she right there asleep. Oh, this is a good day. For once, the dinosaurs are in full display. Oh, there she go getting up. Yeah, I would love that. Alright, now see, the part what I'm really looking to change is like right around this part, because I just got the road going back around. But I'm thinking what I really should do is have this road like go right here into the gate, and then now we're in Gallimimus Valley. That way I could kind of try to make this look more like mountainous, like it was in a movie, around the edges. And I can just cut out this whole section of road right here because I won't need it, and I can just go through here and come out on the other end and be back on the main tour path. I mean, realistically, there was a path that went around kind of similar to how I just did this, but when you doing like cinematically, when I'm doing these shots and stuff for the episodes, you really won't see that, because even if I do an aerial view, it won't appear like that, and or I won't show it off like that. It's not even my intention to show it off like that. So I don't know, but I think that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna erase that section of road, redo that track path, and try to turn that extra space in a mountain. I do like that you can hear a brachiosaurus singing across the park though. That I do like.
Oh, that's something. Don't you?
Huh?
Tell me you done live stream
Okay.
So just let me know when you get home so I can play try out and then possibly do
Hey, kitty. Yep, here we are. Did you name the Brachiosaurus burnt remains? I don't know, did I? I'm not sure if I did. That's Unknown's thing. Unknown's thing is that one of these Brachiosauruses, usually the first one, is named Burnt Remains. Mikhail forgot to close it back. But I'm not sure if I did that. It's like the law to name them Burnt Remains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the other Brachiosaurus? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 Brachiosauruses, but I only see 4. I'm sure to come out. Hey, shoot. I say go for it. I was thinking of just playing through the campaign again for fun. There you go. It was in the trees. What the heck? Well, some of the missions were, I definitely agree. Like the ones where you got to keep the dinosaur calm so it don't break out. I hate those missions. Oh. Let's see. Let's see if I named it Burnt Remains. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. So, Burnt Remains it is. Alright, so let's get cracking on this. What I've got to do is, since this is supposed to be post Jurassic World, I gotta get rid of our wonderful velociraptors. The big one. So that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna get rid of our velociraptors. And I'm finna set it for the storm, for a tornado to rip through here, because I need that to happen. Wait, what? No raptors? Yeah, don't you remember after the events of Jurassic Park, all the raptors were dead. Yeah. Yeah, during the events of Jurassic Park, they were all killed. One of them froze to death in that freezer. Right? It have to have been well preserved, because Jurassic Park, it didn't run off of just electricity power alone. Most of its power was geothermal, so even if the power shut off, parts of the park could still run due to you know, it run off of geothermal energy, like in the Lost World when Nick Van Owen was still able to turn on the electricity even though that stuff hadn't been on in years. Right? Shoot. Hold on. Sandbox settings. Hold on. Turn off the storms. I forgot. I don't need a tornado ripping through the park as I try to make this adjustment over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is you take this road. Okay. We're finna take all this and get rid of that, because we won't need that. Yeah, you won't need that per se. But now, give me this. Well, right, you said with mountains, right? Yeah, well, you said mountains. Oh, well, we'll be getting something mountainous. Well, we getting rock. That's why I can't wait. I can't wait to try out the rocks and like how can I place the boulders and all that. That's what I'm curious to know and do. I'm ready for all that. Yeah, that's why I really want to work on my building, because I want to be able to make something like these other people be doing with all they park aesthetics and how gorgeous they parks be turning. I'll be real envious. I'll be like, God, if I actually take the time out to do at least half of what they do, my stuff will look infinitely better. Damn. That's a whole lot of troll down, don't you think? Yeah, that's sparing no expense. I get what you're saying. Okay, so now I gotta take this end and do the same. But let's minimize the slope so we don't get too much evolution going on over here. Yeah. Like, I see what you did there. I'm gonna have to hide this fence in the trees. I'm gonna have to expand upon it. Oh no, that's alright. That happens. Ain't nothing you can do about stuff like that. Okay, just didn't wanna do that too much. And for some reason, I got the paths connected on this, but it won't. This icon won't go away. It's like it's still saying it's not connected. I don't understand that. It's like no matter what I do, that it doesn't connect. And yes, I've given up on trying to make it connect. Gonna have to smooth that down. Okay, so we got that going like that, huh? Okay, I should get that notification there soon. Let's get some trees. See if I can't block that out. I can't wait to get those individual trees too. I really want consoles to have tight terrain controls like the PC do. Like when you see Gaming Beaver, best to stop making them enclosures, and they could be making them like the water's edge, and when they do in the forest and be making them so close up on each other and all that. I'll be needing that. I like can't really do that good on console. Yeah, we basically do. So let me clear this out. I haven't seen anything yet. Friend request seen from Jay the Lost King. Who's Jay the Lost King? I need some help identifying this person. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm just going to drive through here again because I want to see how it looks going through there now. Hopefully it's more authentic looking. Looks, the mountainous part looks good on that from that side, but we'll see. Go through this way. And that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna make me a gyrosphere park when those come out. I'm like, oh man, I can finally connect my exhibits and just ride through the whole park. Now you know how bad I've been wanting to do that. Right. No, I haven't gotten a notification. Okay, so we go up. The gate's open. Who? Damn, really? I gotta get my data back for that game. I'm still upset about that. I don't know how I did that. I deleted my own data. Okay, so for the most part, it looks great. I'll probably benefit more if I actually eliminated this long river. Upset about what? You mean when I deleted my whole Godzilla save file by accident and I gotta get all that back, but I've lost my online wins? Almost 300 wins I had. That's a lot of butts to be whooping in that game. And I did that I think all within the year 2015. I'm thinking of getting rid of this river. Should I get rid of this river or should I keep it? I don't know. Okay, so for the most part, that's an improvement. You said what though? Okay. Okay. That's why you always upload your save data to the save. Yeah, but I've never had, I never had that problem. When I deleted a game, my save data was always fine, you know? I've never had that problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of got upset. I'm like, why is everybody complaining that this game fights like the movies that it's modeled after? That's what got me. I'm like, so it's not supposed to imitate the movies? You're saying it does it too well? Right? He said, I always double check if it's up to date. That's what I should have did. Real. Right. Now, don't get me wrong. I have fun with the Atari trilogy, but I really enjoy playing this PS4 version. It's addictive to me. Okay, so I'm finna already just get this set up and have like a few Pro Ceratosaurs running around, cause I want them featured when we get here to this scene. Where the heck are they? Oh no. So yep, guess what guys, let's just save this real fast. I gotta go to Isla Monteseros and unlock Pro Ceratosaurus because I didn't do it for this save file, because I am a genius. So now I gotta go unlock Pro Ceratosaurus. I gotta go dig it up. I should have the reputation status for it on Monteseros. It was pretty high. Yeah, F in chat for me, please. Every time I thought I had all my parks up to date, I really don't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said it was gonna be palm trees or something like that. Trees that give you a dinosaur shade. When I think about it though, this probably be the first time y'all even seen my island on Monticeros. I mean, it's nothing to gawk at. It's like not impressive in the slightest. Yeah, because it was the tutorial island. I mean, I did have it themed because I waited to add certain dinosaurs. Like, this is probably my only favorite. No, this part over here, the Suchomimus Swamp and the Sauropod Creek, is my only favorite parts of the island. Then because I have a Brachiosaurus named Chewbacca. Oh yeah, an Indominus Rex that gets born every time I come to this island. Which means I should have a Nodosaurus cooking too. I wonder if I can stop that. How many Brachiosauruses do I have? More than one. Like 2 or 3 in that enclosure. Haha, cancel that shit. I get tired of giving birth to that damn Brachiosaurus. Alright, so let's go and research this Proceratosaurus, get him done out the way. No. Herrerasaurus. Damn you, that's security mission. Okay, so we're finna be here grinding for a minute. We're finna be grinding for a minute. I thought it was the entertainment mission. It's security. We finna be here. Nah, that ain't your fault. That's mine. I should have known that. Give me security. Incubate and release an Indoraptor with a dinosaur rating of at least 421. Right? Cash reward $1 million. That's like the biggest contract I ever seen. Right? I just don't see if that's even possible. $373. Okay. Oh, 407. Ooh, 429. Viability is negative 19 though. Oh no, 7, huh?
We got one of your headphones.
You said what?
I got one of your headphones.
I don't know. They all had that in your room. The one that you be using, right?
One of your headphones, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was in your room. Cause I never took it. Could you name one burnt remains? I mean, I can, but you know what? The name won't. I want to say if I have multiple save files with, you know, with this on here, so it's like the name won't necessarily stick. So, but sure, you know what the hell? We can do it for the fun of it. Okay, so we got applied, we increased bone density, so we got 429 on that, on this Indoraptor. Let's increase the hatchery success rate, hopefully to 4. Oh, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. There we go. So now this Indoraptor should have it will have a 100% birth rate, because 120% plus 7% is 127%, which means there's no way this damn Indoraptor can fail. I'm basically telling you it's basically a rule now. Give me another security contract. Perform a successful expedition to unearth a highly quality fossil. Okay. Yeah, they sure are. I'm gonna be here a while. I'm definitely gonna be here a while. Yep, I think you are. I'm still stuck on Isla Matanceros because I'm being lazy. Who's this? Dreadnoughtus. Yeah, go there anyway. Go dig him up. Yeah, go dig up that iguanodon. One of them gonna give me what I'm looking for. A high quality vessel. No, that don't bother me because it gives me an excuse to go back to my islands. Send this guy over here to do that. Oh, no, it was on there. Then to come back around, hit that feeder. Yep, just in time. Okay. Oh, look, another Brachiosaurus. We can name him Burnt Remains. I don't know which sauropod I like more coming out of the hatchery. Brachiosaurus or Mamenchisaurus. Brachiosaurus, huh? Never made me a Memasaur. Memasaur. Construct guest shelters to cover 70% of the island. Okay. So guest shelter, I can throw one right over here, right? Right, yeah. Mm-hmm. You're talking about the security shelters, right? Under construction. Gotta make a few adjustments, basically. Okay, now they're going to that feeder, so that one should be fine, but just replace that one to get it done and out the way. Yeah. Just waiting. Let's see if I can get another contract. Less than 1 minute. And I'm not that far off. So it's like if I can complete, what, 2 more contracts, I should unlock it. Like this Indoraptor one. He's almost done. Shoot, this Indoraptor alone should get this park 5 stars. I never had a dinosaur come out with this high of a rating before. 429. I wouldn't even bother before they added this new success rate. No, what shocked me was I was doing Isla Sorna, it's the last island, and then so you know, Malcolm comes and tells me I beat the game. I'm like, how? How did the Struthiomimus get out? That's what I'm starting to think. Because he got out the gate and now he's just following the humans. Not even chasing them. He's walking like he's Jason. That is your new name. You're now Jason. No, oh. I believe you was in that stream. You remember that stream I was doing? I was making a park that had only dinosaurs from the Jurassic period in, right? And it was the part when I get the Allosaurus, they broke out the pen, and I was getting them, I was trying to round them all up. It was getting frustrating, but all of them started running into the tail of my Chunkingosaurus, like a whole bunch of people. That's how it got out. Yeah, but really, you know, it was one of those gaps that only the small dinosaurs can walk around, because you think, because I built it to the boundary, but only the small dinosaurs can walk around it. It was one of those. Frontier. Medicaid and Jason. Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, I prayed for opportunities like the one that just crossed my desk.
Right.
Take that as a gift.
Ballsy. You gotta tell us when to shut the fuck up. Right? I think it'd be the other people. It's the other ones. Mm-hmm. I'm in complete agreement with that. Right. See, this is the part where I wish I could just put my Indoraptor, send my Indoraptor to another island, because I wasted $8 million for this contract just to make a profit of $1 million. See how stupid that was? Right? I wasted $8.6 million just to make a profit of $1.3 million. That's a loss. Right? The only reason I did it is just to say that I did it. Yeah, I've been watching his videos when he was doing those dig site things. I thought those was really interesting. Mm-hmm. Dang. Mm-hmm. Shoot, the first videos I ever saw of J-Park weren't even walkthroughs. They were just like storylines of people getting stuck on a you know, on an island and getting eaten. And I thought it was amazing. Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot the interrupter got this creepy theme on this game. Ah, there we go. Proceratosaurus unlocked. Now we can start digging them up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's not even a profit. I know, right? That was a waste of money. Don't ever do what I just did. That is not how you succeed in making a dinosaur park. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me sell them and see how much you were. Oh, see, I could sell them for 5.1 million, so it's like I barely spent any money involved. Yeah, I've seen Sons of Anarchy, not like in complete, I haven't watched them in complete total seasons, but I have seen it, and I think Sons of Anarchy is a very good show. Right. Somewhere along those lines. Okay, so now we wait for the Proceratosaurus to get done doing that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There was coverage on it. Mm-hmm. Place fences and water, right? All right. So who was I think Game and Beaver was the first one to get the stuff up on it, cause he went there. Yeah.
Yo, it's your buddy.
That's one thing I will say though, because you know with the 15-year difference, for some reason I'm really impressed with the Ceratosaurus model, and not just because of the graphical difference between J-Pog and his game. It's just something about the Ceratosaurus really impresses me. Right? Yeah. I don't know. Now, I do like the Ceratosaurus' roar in this game, but I don't like how it's shared with Majungasaurus. I feel like they could have changed that like they did with Metriacanthosaurus, because they used to make the same sound and then they changed it. Now, what I do like, where is it at actually? It's around here somewhere. There, it's Suchomimus. The Suchomimus, when it roars, it sounds like the '98 version of Godzilla. Uh-huh. And I'm really impressed with the Suchomimus model too. Like out of all the Spinosaurus, it's the one that looks the most like its base fossil. Like this skull is very narrow. Uh-oh. You tried to look for Aliens on Blu-ray, couldn't find it. I was sad. Just look online. You can find almost any movie online now. That's where you want to look for it. Wow. Yep, same here. Oh no, I had Jurassic Park 3 on VHS. Yeah, no, they was just getting one copy of Jurassic Park 3. No, I don't have none of my VHS copies of the first 3 movies. VHS? Unknown VHS? VCRs. Video home systems. You know the big black cassettes? Blockbuster? Come on, Unknown. You know what this is. You be pulling my chain. Huh? Right? Yeah, that's the one with the toy soldiers, right? Unknown says, I know what that is. I'm not that dumb. Let's see, Unknown be pulling my chain. I'll be like, come on, you gotta quit playing with me, Unknown. Right? You're like, let me see what I can get away with. You know, I called it Suchomimus Swamp, but it looks more like a dang pond. Mm-hmm. The funny thing is that movie got a lot of hate. They used to say it was the worst like Godzilla movie out there because he didn't look like Godzilla and stuff like that. I was 7 when it came out, and I enjoyed it because he was realistic. Mm-hmm. Output, yeah. Right. Yeah, years later, like they did with Zilla. And yeah, that's been his official trademark. Toho officially renamed him Zilla, and I'm fine with it because, like I said, I like that. I think his roar is the best one out of all the Godzillas to this date. Like, I like it just a little bit more than the legendary Godzilla roar. And the legendary Godzilla roar is really, really awesome. But for some reason, I like Zilla's roar a lot more still. I like his design because it's more realistic. The Millennium Godzilla, the Godzilla 2000, it used some the '98 version's roars. Like in one or two scenes, I heard his roar. I'm like, hey, there go his roar. So why y'all bashing on the movie? Oh yeah. Yeah, they twisted and whatnot. What else did I like about it? Now I can't honestly remember. Right. Yep. Yeah, you're right. All right, people, back to Nublar so we can make these pro radios. But the thing is, when people try to say that that movie was horrible, I'll be like, do you not remember the son of Godzilla and Godzilla's Revenge? Where I hate Manila. I don't like the way Manila look. Right. So when people be like Godzilla 98 was the worst Godzilla movie, I'll be like, no, it wasn't. Go look at Godzilla's Revenge and tell me if that makes any sense. Right? Yeah, Godzilla had a son. He had in two versions he had a son. In the short version he had a son named Manila. Don't really like that one, but in the Heisei version he had a son named Godzilla Jr. and Godzilla Jr. became kick-ass until Destroyer said not anymore. Right? I was like, damn. I was like Destroyer was out for blood. You think so? Oh, we got a storm coming. I think it's a tornado. There you go. Look, the tornado popped up in the T-Rex pen. Why? Because it wants to let the T-Rex out. And look, it's destroying the whole fence line. Well, the T-Rex is gonna get out. Oh, let's look at it in capture mode. Oh man. Now this. Dang. It made a cool sound, but it didn't do much anything else. It's like God says where this tornado caused the most damage. Yeah. Or just no, and see, in my experience in this with the playthrough of this game, the tornadoes, especially on Isla Sorna, the tornado's logic is, you know, your T-Rex hasn't got out in about a good 20 or so minutes. How about we let her stretch her legs for a bit? How about no? The T-Rex hasn't even noticed that it's free yet. That's the funny part. Gonna repair that part of the fence because I only need one part of the fence broken. That way it look like Rexy broke out on her own. Look at the dinosaurs running. Screenshot. That's a screenshot. The brachiosaurs, they don't care. They just eating. In J-Pog, I think so. I think they did. And that's what I miss. Oh, when the dinosaurs got picked up and they would get swung around. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of panicking they doing. Dilophosaurus has not made an attempt to break out. Oh, nope, there you go. It's trying, but it's getting shocked by the fence. Right? And it's hitting different parts of the fence. That's the funny part. I wonder what would happen if when the dinosaurs were being transported woke up. That's what I wish would happen. But yeah, the raptors are supposed to be doing that. The Dilophosaurus is doing this job. Mm-hmm. Trying to put this somewhere that will look nice. All right, Proceratosaurus time. Mm-hmm. Really? What you think? Mm-hmm. Right. And to answer your question, Unknown, if the dinosaurs could wake up while being transported, I think they would either shake themselves free and fall to their deaths, or there's a chance they could wake up a little bit before being, like, if the helicopter for some reason is flying low, that's when they'll wake up, shake themselves free, make the helicopter crash, drop to the ground, and start causing trouble. Damn, it just killed a Parasaurolophus right out the gate. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Damn, this thing is just going on a killing spree. No, that's because he hasn't ate. If you eat instead of just killing all my damn Parasaurolophuses. It really was. Dang. Mm-hmm. Because when you think about it, you can just remember how it all started. Like, you didn't think this was the direction it was going, but when you found out, you got more excited as you was building up to that first Avengers movie. I can't remember. I know Captain America's called the first Avenger, but I honestly can't remember. Rexy, I didn't have your pen broken just for you to stay in it. Nope, I'm refusing to believe that too, Unknown. You've seen the Avenger movies. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. I don't know why people come up with such insane theories. Do we have her attention? Getting chased by the T-Rex. Uh-huh. I'm getting tired of her running back to her pen, so I'm making her follow me out her pen. Don't you turn back around. Probably. Oh my god, Deck Tunics, you jinxed me. The T-Rex stopped chasing me, now it's just roaring at me. It won't enter the area where the visitor center is. It's just roaring at me. She followed me out of the pen all the way to where the visitor center was, but she won't step into the area. I even placed a feeder down. Now she's just roaring at the Jeep. Can I get her out of that? Like, what happens if I back up? That T-Rex is not going. Oh, the Avenger movies are good, I know. Huh? Endgame being the best Avengers movie ever made. Superhero movie. As far as the movies go, I'll definitely give it some credit. Where did the T-Rex go? And she's literally running back to her pen. Ooh, poor goat. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm tranquilizing and moving. I'm finna put on the other side of the dang enclosure, like the park. Like, go. No, you're over here. Proceratosaurus is not even supposed to be over here. As far as the Avengers movies go, I'll give Endgame is, I want to say it's the best, but I think actually Infinity Wars, the way everything went in Infinity War definitely set the tone for everything. So I think Infinity Wars was actually the best Avengers movie. Which Spider-Man?
Oh, never mind. Oh, I know.
You just Sam Raimi Spider-Man? Yeah, for most, you would be right then. For most people, it really was. Me, I had the pleasure of playing Spider-Man on the PlayStation 1 and getting terrified by Doc Carnage when Carnage fused with Doc Ock. That was terrifying as a kid. I can still hear it. Spider-Man! I'm like, what the heck? As a kid, I was like, no! I was literally screaming because the sounds he was making were actually so terrifying to me. See, you was one of those rare few. Mm-hmm. Right. Never had a PS2. Sometimes it's hard to tell what's fact and fiction with you, unknown. I think you just like messing with me. Hmm?
Can run down the street,
And get what? What you need?
please.
Huh? What you need?
I can't drive. So can you please just like real quick?
Yeah, I was just asking what you needed. That's all. I was just asking what you needed.
Money. I'll let you know when you get your stuff on.
Okay.
I don't want it to get too late to where, you know what I'm saying? It's already 9:30.
Okay. Let me just
So my brother with you.
slash this
Get up.
idiot right here. How'd you do that? Mm-hmm. That's true. I never had a PS2. Wow. I don't know what to say about that, unknown. I had two because I broke my first one. I raged so hard that I broke my first PS2. And I think I was playing Godzilla Save the Earth. We see my shoes up there. Give me the money.
And all the cup stuff. Get away from me.
Godzilla Save the Earth, the best of the trilogy. Hands down. Oh wow. What game you raged at? Godzilla Save the Earth, unknown. I raged at that really hard because I was playing on a hard difficulty and I felt like I got bullshitted, so I raged and I picked my console up and I slammed it down and then I hit it with my fists and I still expected it to work after that. Right? But alright guys, I'm finna end the stream here and then run to the store, and I'm probably just gonna play a little Mortal Kombat offline and try to get some practice in. Yeah, and I'm hoping to see what Swerve is gonna say about these videos. I hope mine make it on there, man. And no, I didn't tell my mom. I told my uncle because back then he was my supplier when it came to video games. My mom did buy me games, but my uncle was my big supplier. And he had a spare PS2, so he just gave me his because he didn't really play it like that anymore. So I had to like monitor my temper. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, my uncle is my supplier. Like, if video games were drugs, my uncle is my supplier. I think you'll like it. Okay, when did it come back out? 2003, 2004, around that time? It was around the time of Final Wars. Yeah, so... Yeah, it came out around the time of Godzilla Final Wars. Alright. But alright, y'all. I'm getting off. Thanks for dropping in, unknown. Thanks for stopping by, Deck Tuners. Thanks for the great conversation, you two. I enjoy having y'all in my streams, man. Y'all awesome, man. That's all I gotta say. Y'all awesome. Right? And I don't even be trying to be gone a month. It's just that work can be getting hectic so tired sometimes. And I'm trying to find a better job and everything. I'm trying to get into trucking. So, which will, and if I do that, that means I will be gone. Like, I probably won't get to upload that often, probably, but on the weekends. But who knows? But yeah, I've just been working hard, basically. Right? Yeah, one of my brothers does it, and he loves it, and that's why I'm finna try. I'm like, okay, well, if he can do it, and if he said this, and if he's saying this, it ain't that bad, and this where the money at, I should try it at least. I should at least give it a shot, and rather say that I, than not do it, and so yeah, right. There's no sense to be left behind on something as simple as. But alright, let me just say this and I'm out. Oh, you already know it. I'll most likely be on sometime tomorrow. What I'm finna do is just kick back and watch my final 2 episodes of Lucifer. Alright, y'all. Check y'all later. Yeah. You too.